There are addresses that simply state a location, and then there are addresses that tell a story. Jabotinsky 101 belongs emphatically to the latter category, a site where the currents of Tel Aviv's past and present meet, swirl together, and create something that captures the essence of this impossible, irresistible city. Stand at this intersection, and you will understand immediately what makes this location extraordinary. To one side rises Kikar Hamadina, that grand circular plaza that has become synonymous with luxury retail and architectural aspiration. To another stretches Ibn Gvirol, the arterial boulevard that pulses with the city's commercial and cultural life. Directly opposite stands Gymnasia Herzliya, one of Israel's oldest and most prestigious educational institutions, its presence a daily reminder that this neighborhood has been cultivating excellence for generations. And soon, the Somail complex will open its doors nearby, adding yet another layer of sophistication to an already remarkable urban environment. It is here, at the confluence of all these forces, that a 10-story residential building is now rising from the earth. 28 apartments will eventually call this address home, each positioned to take advantage of a location that locals describe, without exaggeration, as offering the best of all worlds. The project proceeds under TAMA 38-2, the national planning framework that enables the replacement of older, seismically vulnerable buildings with modern structures that meet contemporary safety and living standards. Platform UR, under the direction of architect Adar Sakar, has taken on the design challenge, creating a building that must honor its prestigious surroundings while asserting its own contemporary identity. What makes Jabotinsky 101 particularly compelling is its dual nature. This is a building for those who want to be immersed in Tel Aviv's legendary culinary and cultural scene. The restaurants, the galleries, the theaters, the cafes that have made this city a destination for seekers of the good life from around the world. Yet it is equally suited to families who want their children to grow up in a neighborhood with excellent schools, safe streets, and genuine community. The location threads a needle that many assume cannot be threaded. Urban excitement and residential tranquility, the energy of the city center, and the established character of the Old North, all accessible from a single address. The apartments themselves range across a spectrum designed to accommodate diverse needs and aspirations. At ground level, a 4-room garden apartment offers 81.3 square meters of interior space, paired with an extraordinary 78.6 square meters of private garden. The kind of outdoor domain that transforms urban living into something approaching the experience of a private home. In a city where ground-level garden space commands premium prices for good reason, this apartment represents an increasingly rare opportunity. Rising through the building, the typical floors offer 4-room apartments of varying dimensions. The first floor provides 86.6 square meters with a 13.9 square meter balcony. The second floor expands to 103.2 square meters. These are thoughtfully proportioned family homes, spaces where bedrooms can be assigned, where home offices can be established, where the rituals of daily domestic life can unfold with room to breathe. The fifth floor introduces variety with a compact 2-room apartment of 45 square meters, ideal for young professionals, investors, or those seeking a pied-à-terre in one of Tel Aviv's most desirable neighborhoods. The sixth floor returns to larger formats, offering a 4-room apartment of 95.1 square meters and a generous 5-room unit stretching to 110.1 square meters. The 7th floor reveals the building's increasing ambition as it ascends. Here, a collection of apartments caters to different configurations: 4-room units of 88.3 and 88.9 square meters, 3-room apartments of 75.4 and 65.5 square meters. This variety reflects an understanding that urban living demands flexibility, that the needs of a young couple differ from those of empty nesters, that a professional seeking proximity to work has different priorities than a family with school-age children. It is on the 8th and 9th floors, however, that Jabotinsky 101 reaches its most remarkable expression. Here, the penthouses emerge, spaces that transcend ordinary apartment living to offer something closer to urban estates in the sky. A 5-room duplex on the 8th floor encompasses 111 square meters of interior space, but it is the outdoor dimensions that truly astonish. 26 square meters of balcony space, plus an additional 172 square meters of rooftop terrace. To comprehend what 172 square meters of private outdoor space means in Tel Aviv, consider that many freestanding homes in the city's suburbs offer less. This is not a balcony, it is a private domain, a place where one might install a dining area for 12, a lounge zone with comfortable seating, a garden with mature plantings, perhaps even a small pool or spa. The Mediterranean sky becomes your ceiling. The panorama of Tel Aviv's rooftops becomes your view. Adjacent on the 8th floor, a 4-room apartment of 118.8 square meters offers 48.3 square meters of balcony, itself a generous outdoor space by any standard. And above, on the 9th floor, the duplex continues with an additional 49.4 square meters of interior space and a further 89.5 square meters of rooftop area. The interior design vision for these signature penthouses comes from Gad Halperin, an interior architect who has approached the spaces with particular sensitivity to their unique position in the Tel Aviv landscape. Rising above the rooftops of the Old North, these apartments occupy a distinctive vantage point where the city's relentless energy somehow transforms into something quieter, softer, more contemplative. The southern exposure floods the spaces with the particular quality of Mediterranean light that has drawn artists and architects to this coast for generations. The design responds to this light with materials chosen for their warmth and texture: wood that glows in the afternoon sun, light stone that reflects and diffuses the brightness, contemporary lines that frame views without competing with them. The proportions have been carefully considered, creating interiors that feel expansive without becoming cold, intimate without feeling cramped. The concept, as articulated in the design vision, is to create homes that don't merely look at the city, but feel genuinely part of it, connected to Tel Aviv's roots, its spirit, its ceaseless vitality. This is architecture that seeks belonging, that wants its residents to feel they have found their place in the urban fabric, rather than simply occupying space above it. Below the penthouses, the remaining apartments offer their own versions of desirable urban living. Each benefits from the same thoughtful design approach, the same quality of construction, the same extraordinary location. Whether one chooses a compact unit for maximum efficiency or a larger apartment for family life, the address delivers the same promise: residence at the intersection of everything that makes Tel Aviv compelling. The surrounding neighborhood reinforces this promise daily. Walk in one direction, and you reach the boutiques of Kikar HaMedina, where international fashion houses maintain their Tel Aviv flagships. Walk in another, and you find yourself among the restaurants and cafes of Ibn Gvirol, where the city's culinary creativity is on constant display. The cultural institutions of the city center lie within easy reach. The beaches of the Mediterranean await at the end of a pleasant stroll. And through it all, the neighborhood maintains a residential character that makes daily life not just exciting, but sustainable. For families, the presence of Gymnasia Herzliya across the street speaks to the educational opportunities available in this area. The school's history stretches back to the earliest days of modern Hebrew education, and its continued excellence draws families who prioritize academic achievement. Other schools and kindergartens dot the surrounding streets, creating an infrastructure for family life that many assume can only be found in quieter suburbs. The building currently rises under construction, its structure taking shape floor by floor. Soon, the scaffolding will come down, the finishing work will be completed, and the first residents will begin moving in. They will discover what the architects and planners already know, that this address offers something genuinely rare, a synthesis of location and design that elevates daily life in ways both tangible and subtle. 28 apartments, 10 floors, penthouses that redefine the possibilities of urban living. And at the heart of it all, an address, Jabotinsky 101, that captures the essence of a city perpetually in motion, perpetually reinventing itself, perpetually surprising those who think they have seen everything it has to offer. In Tel Aviv, where the new and the old exist in constant dialogue, where tradition and innovation collide and collaborate, where the Mediterranean light falls on streets that have witnessed a century of transformation, this building takes its place. Not as an interruption of the urban story, but as its latest chapter, one that honors what came before while pointing toward what comes next.